I'm about to defy the internet for a second by talking about parasocial relationships. You have definitely had a parasocial relationship with somebody before. I have definitely had a parasocial relationship. It's really strange because you watch a content creator, and how do they benefit? Your attention. How do you benefit? From their content. YouTube is an ideas game, but the problem with this ideas game is it's becoming so manufactured that you'll find these little videos on the internet that you don't even really want to watch, but you're just a little curious, so you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna click on this. Like some giant lake that's growing in the center of the African continent. Do you really want to watch that? Is that something that's going to benefit you in your worldview? Not necessarily. The original YouTube that I knew back in 2007 or 2008 was just people turning on a camera and broadcasting their lives. And the interesting thing about that is it was an escape from the mainstream TV that our parents watched. While your parents were off watching Fox News or CNN, you were on the internet watching parodies of Metal Gear Solid, Newgrounds animations, or even really early Let's Plays with Chugga Conroy. And that DIY element, that makeshift element, was what made YouTube really special. But as the media, as the culture shifted towards streaming services and YouTube in general, TV no longer had the same cultural impact, and the interest of YouTube disappeared. I think the people in our age group, now I'm 26, and I imagine that you're probably between 21 and 30, maybe a little bit older, you miss the old authentic YouTube. Maybe for a period of time you were like, oh, okay, this Mr. Beast stuff is maybe a little palatable, I'll give it a shot. But then you realize, actually, no, this is slop, and this isn't what I originally came to the platform for. And so what's happened is content where it's just a person talking into the camera has become really, really popular. In fact, so popular that all of my friends are telling me, oh, hey, Twotris, you should start making those talking head videos again like you did 3 years ago. And I'm like, why? I started doing the video essays because I could script it out. And the answer is people want to feel like they're talking to a friend. The authenticity facet is the most important part of all of this. Without the authenticity, YouTube is essentially nothing. It's just TV, or TV was a latent form of YouTube, however you want to put it. In our case, the best bet for what we can do for the future is by making authentic content, by broadcasting our lives and sharing ideas. And honestly, I know this sounds like a strange thesis, but keeping the editing to a minimal. On my main channel, normally what I do is have the little illustrations because I really like drawing. The makeshift aspect of YouTube is what made it really special. The more you master video editing, the better you get at all this stuff to find a big audience is going to lead you to exactly that, a big audience of people who might not appreciate the nuance and the specialty of what you have to say as an artist. And sometimes we all struggle with this because we think that the more attention that we get, the better it is. But really, if you post a really successful video on YouTube and it gets 200,000 views, the majority of those people probably are not going to stick around for your next video, because YouTube's nature is throw one video at you, throw another video at you, keep going, keep going. Do you really remember all the names of these content creators? But if you have something that's unique to you, unique to your DIY, I think that the OG gang will pick up on that and be like, oh, I like this guy. I want to see what he's up to. And that's when the parasocial relationship sort of develops. And I think that parasocial relationships, again, are a result of the mainstream coming to YouTube, destroying it, and that the people who originally came here for the DIY content are now searching for the talking head videos to avoid everything that this platform has become. It's so big now. The only thing about parasocial relationships that makes me a little bit sad is we've become so lonely now that instead of going out into the real world and trying to talk to people, we have found more solace in watching somebody else talk to us when we can't directly talk back to them. I would like to encourage anybody who watches content like this to try developing their social skills a little bit if they can. If it's not possible, well, whatever. It is what it is. At least we're somewhat here together with the comment section and whatnot. Okay, if you enjoyed this, join my Discord. Peace.